Hi, and welcome to another episode of Casual Learning. I'm your host, John Bannan. So, what's the deal with aliens? Aliens. I'm talking about extraterrestrials. You know, beings from other worlds and planets. Aliens. Um, you know, the universe is fantastically large. And it's been around for about 13.8 billion years. And contains about 100 billion galaxies. And that estimate is still going up. And it contains maybe 7 times 10 to the 22 stars. That's 70 billion trillion stars in the universe. And that estimate keeps increasing. The better our telescopes get and further back in time we can see and distance, we push the edge of the observable universe even further and further. The better our telescopes get, we find that there's more and more galaxies and stars. So with our telescopes and our scientific instruments have shown us that there are planets around these stars. In fact, the general rule basically is there's planets around every star. Um, you know, that's an enormous number of planets in the universe. And that's important because, as far as we know, life has only arisen on one planet, Earth. That's it. And that, as far as we know, it takes a planet to create life. So the number of planets there are in the universe tells us a lot about the likelihood of extraterrestrial life existing in the universe. So, with all these planets in the universe and all these stars and galaxies, it seems to make us humans seem insignificant. But the truth is that life, especially intelligent life, is apparently the rarest commodity in the entire universe. Stars and planets are huge compared to tiny little ant-like human beings. But don't let that kid you. Planets and stars and galaxies are plentiful in the universe. Intelligent life, to our knowledge, is only in this one place, Earth. That makes humans extraordinarily special in the universe. Extraordinarily special. One human being is worth more than millions and maybe a billion stars. Yeah, the stars are huge. Planets are huge. But they're nowhere near as unique as intelligent life is. So human beings are, as far as we know, the most unique and special thing that there is in the entire universe. Don't belittle human beings. Human beings are incredibly special in that sense compared to everything else. Anyway, so get to the question of aliens. Are there aliens? Is there an intelligent life out there in the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, or in the universe somewhere? Well, the truth is, no one's ever proven the existence of aliens. They've been searching for communications from alien societies through the SETI project. SETI the search for extraterrestrial uh, um, intelligence in the universe. And this has been going on since the 60s. And they haven't found any trace of alien life. So it's looking a lot like we're alone. Like human beings, it's looking like we're alone, especially in this galaxy of ours. But the search continues. Certainly, there's no evidence of aliens. Um, no one can produce extraterrestrial artifacts. They haven't found it being beamed out of the sky. No one's ever produced an alien body. There's always rumors about these sorts of things, but there's never been actual proof. So, when you wonder about, well, are there aliens out there? And you think about how vast the universe is and all the planets there are, you think, well, there's got to be, right? There's got to be somewhere. If life arose on this planet, Earth, well, why can't it arise on some other planet somewhere else? And if you're talking about, unbelievable numbers of planets, you think, well, can Earth be the only one where life ever arose or intelligent life ever arose? It seems, astronomically unlikely that that's the case. But the problem is, without an actual sample, another alien life form that we're aware of, there's no way for us to know how likely it is for there to be aliens or not. Because the sample size is only one. There's only one sample that we're aware of. One sample. And that is Earth. So, one sample is not enough to figure out how likely it is that there are aliens elsewhere in the galaxy or in the universe. It's a sample of one. It doesn't tell us anything. There's just one. We do know we haven't seen any aliens, so that tells us something too. But you need at least two in your sample to get a rough estimate of how many civilizations or alien civilizations there are in the universe. And we simply don't have the sample. So it's guesswork at this point. Maybe there are aliens, maybe there aren't. But we haven't seen any. So that's the first real problem with the whole alien issue is, it's called Fermi's paradox. Where is everybody? Where's the aliens? Where are they? They're all over the place in the universe. How come they're not here? How come we haven't seen them? Life tends to fill up available territory that it can expand into. And if aliens were abundant in the galaxy or the universe, you would have expected that they would have colonized the Earth by now. But they haven't. Where are they? Fermi's paradox. And this is named after the famous physicist Enrico Fermi, who came up with this. And asked him about aliens. What do you think about aliens, Enrico? And he said, where are they? That's a good point. Where are they? No proof of them. So that's a big problem. If they're so abundant, we should have seen them by now. And we haven't. Which implies they're not abundant. Or maybe not even there. As far as aliens visiting Earth, not only do you have the objection that where are they, and we only have a sample size of one, which isn't good enough to tell us anything really. There's also the travel problem. Let's say there are alien civilizations out there, but there's a problem. How do they get here? You can only go the speed of light. You can't go faster than the speed of light. The laws of physics prevent that. And because stars are, light years apart, a galaxy it can take you, 100,000 years, even at light speed, just to cross the galaxy. And who's got the patience to wait that long to travel somewhere? And, if you can't even get up to light speed, let's say some fraction of light speed, it's going to take you multiples of that time to arrive at some destination. It's an enormous travel problem that aliens would have in trying to reach Earth. You can't go faster than the speed of light. Consequently, it's going to take depending on where the aliens are. I mean, if the aliens are in another galaxy, it could take them millions and millions of years to get here. If they're in the galaxy, well, it could take them billions, actually. If they're in another galaxy, it could take billions of years, maybe even longer to get here. If they're in our galaxy, it could take them millions of years to get here. Well, who's got that amount of time to travel? So the speed of light is a real problem for alien travel. You can't go faster than the speed of light. The laws of physics prevent it. So travel is practically impossible. It's practically impossible for aliens to travel to Earth. The Earth is too far away. It will take too much time for them to do it. Now you could say something like, well, the aliens could, go into stasis or put themselves to sleep, while they're traveling to the Earth. And, they can wait a million years because they're all frozen and, they don't know what's going on. And they wake up and it was like it was yesterday, but it's actually been a million years of space travel. Well, that's always a possibility. You can't completely eliminate that sort of stuff. But still, interstellar travel is a tremendous barrier to aliens visiting Earth. You can't break the speed of light. So then there's another problem. Well, let's say you're an alien civilization and you're willing to wait frozen in a spaceship for a million years to travel to the Earth, and assuming that your spaceship can hold up for a million years and doesn't, self-destruct while you're frozen or hit an asteroid field and blow up or whatever, some sort of accident. Let's say you can build a spaceship that can last a million years, and you're going to stay frozen in this spaceship for a million years, and you're going to travel to Earth, right? Why come to Earth? I mean, why do it? What's the motivation? Why are you going to spend a million years frozen in a spaceship and you may or may not make it to Earth? Why? Why come here at all? What's there to gain? You got your home planet. Why do you got to come here? Just because you're curious to find out about human beings. And that's the other thing. I mean, if you're capable of traveling from another star system in a spaceship that can last a million years, and you know how to freeze yourself, and you can make it, and you can fly near the speed of light, you're so far more advanced than human beings. I mean, why would you even bother coming here to observe us? Why? It's like going to the zoo because we're so much more primitive than these aliens are. Well, what's the point? What's the point in studying us? We're just a primitive life form compared to them. I mean, you're really going to get on a spaceship and freeze yourself for a million years just to go see primitive life forms in a zoo called Earth? I mean, are you going to do that? Of course not. So why do you come here? Why would aliens even come to Earth? I don't know why they would come to Earth. That's another reason why, even if there are aliens, you're probably not going to see them, because why would they bother coming here? And let's just say they even had some reason to come to Earth. How do they even know that we're here? How do they know the Earth is here? How do they know that we are on this Earth? They could be in some far, far away galaxy, or in our galaxy, some far, far away star. And, how do they know we're here? They're again, um, you're bound by the speed of light. So any electronic communications that Earthlings have set off the planet still can only travel outside the planet at the speed of light. So it's going to take a long time for any electronic communications we may make to even get close to a planet, let's say at a great distance from the Earth. Um, so how would they even know we were here? So electronic transmissions may have started, 80, maybe 90 years ago at most. So it's only traveled 80 or 90 light years, and the Milky Way is 100,000 light years wide. So that sphere of electronic communication is still very, very tiny compared to the size of the Milky Way galaxy and all the stars and planets in it. So how do these aliens know we're here? Maybe they're flying all over the place and they're constantly monitoring different planets because they're spread out throughout the entire galaxy, and that's how they know we're here. Well, then how come they don't land? Where are they? Why haven't they made themselves known? Why haven't they tried to take over our planet? It's a nice planet, beautiful beaches. We're just primitive life forms. They could easily toss us aside, take over the planet, and relax on the beaches. Well, why haven't they done that? Where are they? Well, it sure looks like they're just not there. They're just not there. If you think about the Earth, the Earth has had life on it for about 1 billion years. And it's taken 1 billion years for life to evolve to the point where it has human beings on it capable of actually leaving the surface of the planet. And there's only one creature in Earth's history that's ever been able to leave the planet, and that's human beings. So the odds of life evolving into an intelligent creature that can actually leave the surface of the planet is astronomically unlikely. Extremely unlikely. It took 1 billion years for it to happen. So, you may have other planets out in the universe, maybe even some with life on it. But the odds of that life evolving a creature capable of leaving the planet is slim to none. Not only that, if you want to actually see them, all that evolution has to occur basically simultaneously with the evolution of humans, so that these aliens could actually be here now in order to visit us now. Back in 1961, at the first meeting of SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, Dr. Frank Drake came up with his famous equation, the Drake equation, which is an estimate of the number of active communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. So Frank Drake was trying to figure out, well, if we're going to search for aliens in the galaxy and we're going to, point all our radio telescopes up into the sky and see if we can find a signal, well, let's see how many civilizations that could be producing signals for us to detect are there out there? Now, so he comes up with the Drake equation. What is the Drake equation? Okay, so N is the number of civilizations in the galaxy with which communication might be possible. R R is the rate of star formation. Fp is the fraction of those stars with planets. Ne is the average number of planets that can support life. F1 is the fraction of planets that actually develop life. Fi is the fraction of planets that develop intelligent life. Fc is the fraction that develops civilizations, that develop technology, that releases detectable signs of existence in space. And L is the length of time such civilizations release detectable signals in space. So, all of these components of the Drake equation are, a lot of them are very unknown, uncertain. So this is really just a giant guess. But, it's a mathematical equation. It's got, it's useful. Gives people some idea gives them something to work with in trying to figure out this question: how many, intelligent alien civilizations are in the Milky Way galaxy? So it turns out that today's estimates using this equation, a conservative estimate is, there's about for R, the rate of star formation, there's about 1.5 to 3 stars created in the Milky Way galaxy a year. FP, apparently, from what we've found about planets around other stars, it seems like it's the general rule that each star has planets. For NE, the average number of planets that can support life, it turns out it's from our current data about planets, are those planets on other stars in the habitable zone, the Goldilocks zone, not too warm, not too cold, where the Earth is, in a zone that could support life that exists on Earth. That's about 3 to 5. It's a pretty high number, 3 to 5 planets per solar system. F1, the fraction of planets that actually develop life, this is unknown, because there's only one sample of life that we know of, and it's Earth. So this is a gigantic guess. F1 is a gigantic guess. And so are the remaining components. Fi, the fraction that develop intelligent life, you don't know that. There's only sample of 1, the intelligent life on Earth. That's all we know about. The fraction that develop civilizations that develop technology that produce detectable signals of existence. We don't know that either. That's a guess. L, the length of time such civilizations release detectable signals. That's a guess. But if you want to go through a conservative guess of all these things, and take it with a grain of salt, but you can do that, and you end up with the N equaling 9.1 times 10 to the 11th. So the number of civilizations in the galaxy with which communication might be possible is extremely low. That's the number of civilizations in the galaxy in which communication may be possible. Well, there's Earth, but are you looking for another one? There doesn't seem to be another one. And that's why the aliens aren't here. Because they're not here. They're not in the galaxy. They're not there. That's what this conservative estimate of the Drake equation is telling us. The aliens just aren't there. And with this small number, the aliens, there may not even be any aliens in the entire observable universe right now whom we could communicate with. This is bad news. Drake equation. Bad news for aliens. You can modify the Drake equation. You can ask more general questions like, has intelligent life ever existed not just at this moment in time such that we can communicate with them, but has it ever existed? If you want to ask that question, you got to get rid of these. Okay, and just leave these in the equation. Um, and For Earth to be the only civilization ever to exist, the odds of a habitable planet ever developing intelligent life must be less than 2.5 times 10 to the 24th. And that's for the universe. So the odds that the Earth has the only intelligent life that will ever exist in the universe, the odds are highly unlikely that that's the case. Very unlikely. But that covers the entire universe. And it covers the entire length of time in which the universe exists. So, yeah, there may be intelligent life out there in the universe, but it was so far in the distant past that you can't communicate with it, or it's going to be so far in the future that we're not going to communicate with it, or it's so far away that we're not going to communicate with it, and we're never going to see it. You can also figure out what the odds are that for Earth to be the only intelligent life to ever develop in the Milky Way galaxy. And those odds are 1.7 times 10 to the 11th, negative 11th, or 1 in 60 billion. So the odds of human beings being the only intelligent life to ever inhabit the Milky Way galaxy, ever, are about 1 in 60 billion. So, again, pretty good chance intelligent life will evolve somewhere else in the Milky Way galaxy during the Milky Way galaxy's existence. But that doesn't mean that they're here now and that you can communicate with them. They may be in the ancient past, or they may be in the far future. However, that's not much to hang your hat on if you want to believe in aliens. So the short of it with aliens is there's no proof they exist. The odds of them existing at this moment in time and being able to visit Earth, or having visited Earth, are extraordinarily unlikely. And that's why we don't see them. And they're not here. And if they were here, they should have been here by now. So the answer, unfortunately, is for you alien lovers that the aliens just aren't here. And they're not coming. They're not in the Milky Way, and they're not coming. And if they're somewhere in the universe, they're not coming to Earth. They have no reason to come to Earth, and Earth is too far away for them to even get to. It would take way too long. Why would they come here and they wouldn't even know we were here to begin with? So, as far as aliens are concerned, there's no point in believing in aliens. The odds are stacked immensely against the existence of aliens. So don't worry about it. Aliens don't exist for all intents and purposes. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Maybe I'll do a future video addressing those questions or comments, or maybe I'll address it in the comments below. You can press the subscribe button if you want to. I hope you do. There may not be aliens, but life on Earth is certainly very special and unique and the most unique thing in the universe, really. So, give yourself a shot in the arm because you're a human being and you're the best thing going in the universe, the whole universe. Take care.